Oh look, a person on the internet giving writing advice. I kind of disagree with that. How dare they personally attack me! Hello everyone, welcome to my AuthorTube channel. My name is Kat and I'm a German girl who writes children's fiction in English. Today I would like to talk about one of the most discussed and most disputed pieces of writing advice on the internet, which is that you should write every day. This is writing advice that I have given in the past, Stephen King has given it, many people have given it and continue to do so. So, do you have to follow it? Short version: no. You don't have to do anything if you don't want to. But I still think it can be very beneficial to you to write every single day. Long version. Let me argue my case and let me tell you why I think that writing every single day is good advice. If you write every single day, you are creating a habit. And habits are really wonderful because they are way more dependable than inspiration. You would never say something like, I brushed my teeth like 3 days ago really hard for 5 minutes, so I'm good, I don't have to brush them anymore. Like, this wouldn't even cross your mind, hopefully, because when you were little, your parents got you into the habit of brushing your teeth twice every single day. And so you don't really question it, you just do it. The same can be applied to writing. If you just create the habit of writing every single day, you're just going to do it, no matter if you feel inspired or not, if you're tired, whatever. And I'm not trying to point fingers here because I speak from experience. I write non-fiction for a living almost every single day, so there were just many days when I came home, I was tired, I felt creatively exhausted and uninspired, so I didn't write that day, and also not the next day. And before I knew it, I hadn't written in weeks, in months, and then even in years. Once I just started to make writing a priority, to really make it a habit and a part of my everyday life, I finally started to write again and to create stories. I still don't have a book out because that's something that is a very lengthy process if you want to do it right. But I do have stories that didn't exist a year ago and that I can now take and polish and eventually publish. I also started to just put myself out there, to start talking about my writing, to start this YouTube channel and create social media pages, just to get closer to my dream of becoming a fiction author. Because before I wrote every single day, this idea of being a fiction author was just kind of a vague idea in my head, but I never took any steps to really achieve this goal. So yeah, this is one very big perk of writing every single day, which is that instead of dreaming about writing and wanting to write, you actually write. The next perk of writing every single day is that if you are already in the habit of writing every day, you will also think about writing every day. You will really start to think about your craft more, maybe do some research on the mechanics of writing, and also think about your story structure. Writing will just become a presence in your life. I also think that writing every single day helps to combat writer's block, which I don't think is real, by the way, the video is here, because if you just push yourself to write every single day, even if you're really uninspired, yes, you will most likely not produce your best, most original work on your uninspired days, but you will produce something that you can take later on and edit and make it better. What you can't edit and polish is a blank page. Finally, if you challenge yourself to put words on the page every single day, it will also be harder for you to trick yourself into thinking that you were really productive because you made a mood board for your work in progress on Pinterest, or you did world building for 2 hours, or you spend a lot of time on social media to build your author platform, which are all totally valid things to do. They're part of the writing process, they're part of being an author nowadays, but they are not actually writing. Again, I personally think writing every single day makes a lot of sense. But if you don't want to write every single day, really think about it this way. Are you just procrastinating and just not putting in the work to achieve your dreams? Or are you deliberately setting breaks for yourself for mental health, because you have other projects or other things to do, or just because you simply do not want to write every single day because it doesn't work for you? So I think that's a very important difference to make there. This leads me away from the pretty obvious discussion of this piece of writing advice and more into a discussion of how people handle writing advice on the internet. Because here's what I don't understand. When people hear this piece of writing advice, write every single day, some of them just take it and then feel personally offended and attacked by it. I really don't understand why. First of all, I think most writers who give you this advice think that you probably want to be a writer as a career. So think about people like R.S. Stein or Agatha Christie, both of whom I love so much. I read so much of their work. But they're not exactly literary geniuses, They're not known to produce masterpieces of literature. What they are doing is being extremely prolific writers. They wrote so many books. Being prolific is part of being a successful author, and you can only be prolific if you write a lot. Secondly, I really don't know why someone would be offended by someone on the internet sharing their opinions and their personal best practices. I'm a small channel, so this doesn't happen to me, but I see it on bigger channels or on channels of literary agents, for example. People get really angry unless there are 1,000 disclaimers. This is just my personal method. That's how it works for me. It might not work for you, but it works for me, so I thought I'd share it with you. So everybody can kind of try it out and see how it works for them. If it doesn't work for you, that's totally fine. Doesn't make you a bad writer. It's totally valid. If you work differently from me, I just thought, since it works for me, I would share it. So to help people, like I'm not gonna come to your house and kidnap your dog and poison your goldfish if you don't use my methods. That's totally fine. I just wanted to help you. So it's also like much better to have a video with like 3 minutes of actual content and 15 minutes of disclaimers. Really pleasant to watch, really pleasant to film. It doesn't take me 2 hours to film all of those disclaimers. It's totally fine. Just please don't write any mean comments. So what I would recommend is this. Listen to advice on the internet, from people in real life, from books. Think if it makes sense for you, if it's the kind of books you want to write in the first place, if it's something that makes sense for your working style and your lifestyle, and then take it or leave it. But just never feel personally attacked or devaluated, or I don't know if that's a word. Anyway, don't feel like anyone saying that you're less valid as a person or as a writer just because you don't work that way. So yeah, this was just a very unstructured, rambly video. Sorry about that. It was just something that I really saw. This discussion was something that I found a bit frustrating at times, so I decided to make a video about it. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And also subscribe to my channel if you want to see new videos from me every Tuesday. Also come to hang out with me on all of my other social media. I will link it down below. I am at @SperlingBooks pretty much everywhere except for Twitter, where I am at @KSperlingBooks. I will see you next time. Bye!